What's up guys, Manny here and welcome to my channel. In one of my previous videos where I talked about the Kawasaki Vulcan 650S, a viewer posted this question in the comment section. There he stated that he wants to get into motorcycles but has no riding experience, and he is asking what bike should he get. He also stated that he stands at 170 centimeters or around 5 foot 5 feet tall. Now this is a question that I get a lot from people that know me in real life, and it is something that I really enjoy answering. Big thanks to that guy for asking that question, because in this video I will be giving you and everyone else watching this my advice on how to get into motorcycles. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, my name is Manoy and I'm an unsupervised salesman that happens to like motorcycles a lot. I have been into motorcycles since my early teenage years and have experienced a lot of different bikes throughout my time. Now, I'm not a pro rider, but given my experience, I think I am more than qualified to give you decent real-world advice on how to get into motorcycles. Before I begin, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. A small favor that really helps me a lot in growing my channel. With that out of the way, here are my 5 tips on how to get into motorcycles. Tip number 1 is really important, and that is to know yourself. Take note, know yourself. No, I'm not talking about you as a person. I'm talking about your physical build. Are you tall? Are you fat? Maybe you're absolutely short, or your inseam is abnormally tall, or you have short arms. Do you have any physical restrictions or ailments that hinder you from performing certain movements? Now, why am I saying this? Because from there, you get to know what kind of motorcycle should you get as your first bike. Which leads us to my next tip. Tip number 2 is research. Now, we live in a time where information about stuff is very accessible, and getting to know about different motorcycles is a lot easier as compared to, let's say, 20 years ago, where you only get to know about bikes from magazines or certain publications, and it was really rare to find decent information or motorcycle features in the TV back then. Now, there are so many bikes out there, and the internet is a great place to do some serious research. Thank God for that. Things such as performance numbers, features, ergonomics, availability, and so many more can be acquired with a couple of keywords and some swipes on your phone. Now, why is this an important thing? Because as I said in tip number 1, know yourself first. From there, you will find out what bike should you start with, or probably fits you. Tip number 3 is something that I can't stress enough, and that is to start small. Yes, you know yourself ready and you know what bike that you want to get, but the big question is, are you even ready for that bike? That's why I highly recommend you start with a smaller motorcycle, preferably a pre-owned one. And it doesn't have to be your dream bike right away. Start with something like a 100cc or 250cc commuter. Take your time in learning how that bike works and spend a year or 2 or even more on it. Master your coordination with the clutch, throttle, brakes, and so on and so forth, but most importantly, be patient on yourself and have a good time in the process.
Motor juga ba? Motor.
Oh yeah, you can't just go straight to that 1000cc fire breather that you have been dreaming of and it's already on your screen as your wallpaper. No, you're a noob. You have no experience. You have no right to go and start with something like that. Tendency is you might hurt yourself, or even worse. You don't want that to happen, right? Number 4 is something that I have observed in the motorcycle community, and in my opinion, this is a serious threat to anyone that is new to riding motorcycles. and that is giving into peer pressure. I have seen a lot of people making a huge mistake and suffering from the consequences of being talked into something that they are not ready yet. I myself also have been a victim of peer pressure, and I tell you, the consequences are, really bad. And I have hurt myself many times, maybe because I rode a motorcycle that was not for me, or simply because I was under the pressure of riding faster because I was with a fast group or trying to impress the entire community or the club that I was with. Yes, starting on a smaller bike is kind of embarrassing, but hurting yourself with something that you are not capable of is much worse. May it be choosing a bike or keeping up with a group. Most of these people who fell victim never go back to swing a leg over another motorcycle because of fear or something worse. Don't give in to peer pressure and just ride at your own pace. Again, patience and use your common sense. All right, the last one and probably the most important tip that I'll be giving you is, well, this is more of a question and the answer is my tip for you. The question is, do you know how to ride a bicycle? If not, then go start with that because a motorcycle is basically a much more complicated version of a bicycle. And from there, you can still apply the same 4 tips I mentioned earlier. Anyway, that's it for this video. Give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to dive in deeper into the world of motorcycles, check out this video where I give you 5 reasons why you should fix older motorcycles. And this other one where I answer 2 questions that I get from non-motorcyclists. As always, see you next time. Bye.